We are an evolving community. Fern Creek 30 years ago was an upper middle class community here in Louisville, but when demographics of our community changed, so did in our high school. The majority of our students come from minority backgrounds, and over 80% of our kids come to us unprepared for high school. So our teachers have in front of them a daunting task to get them college and career ready before they exit Fern Creek High School. In 2010, we were one of the first 10 schools identified in Kentucky as a priority school. We went through a restaffing model, and that's really where our change story began. Prior to 2010, our teachers really taught in isolation, so there may have been great things happening, but it was really just happening in their rooms.
So really basic, simple definition, do we get it?
So part of our change story was learning how do we collaborate with each other as teachers, and how do we become more student-centered in our practices.
One of the things that's really sort of changed the climate of how students and teachers interact with each other has been our academic advising. And it really gives us the time to sit down and talk to kids and give them specific feedback about their progress. It's not just sort of me creating paths to recovery for my kids, it's me listening to them and what they need, and us, creating things together.
My interventions are very targeted now to my students. They're just not just doing busy work just to get a grade up. The students are very focused on their specific skill sets and what they need to be successful.
All right, so what was the most difficult part of the AP test?
The conversations are very rich with parents. We don't say the student has a C, how can they get the C up? Well, I can specifically say, well, a student needs help with solving equations, graphing linear equations. It's very specific to the student's needs.
A lot of the programs are very supporting, the teachers are very supporting.
Yes, ma'am. When I came in, I was not the best kid, not the best with grades, behavior, but I give a lot of thanks to Fern Creek and the staff. Without this school, I wouldn't be on the path I'm headed to now.
They're not just teachers, they make learning fun, they think of creative ways to teach us, and they make sure everyone knows what's going on.
The way they change how they teach or how they go about different things that have been a struggle in the past, I've seen growth.
They genuinely care about you, and not only do they care about your grade or how you're doing academically, they care about your life, and they want to make sure that you're doing okay personally.
No one is left out, and that's what I love about Fern Creek.
No matter who comes to this door, you know that your student's going to get a very good education, your student is going to be held accountable for their learning, and your student will be successful at Fern Creek High School.
It's such an honor that we've been recognized for things that we've been doing here in our school nationally.
We always say the creek is rising, so it really is rising.